as we are ready to go, and I don't know, we're underway. I think he said about mowing grass. I don't know. Oh, baby, everybody checking up, everybody getting all sliced up, crossed up, and here we go as the late models got lap number 1 in the books here at Volusia Speedway. Yikes! Carson Leonard and company, there's the 18 ride. That's going to be old Braden Blair as everybody continues to make their way down to the backstretch. This is where I get a little nervous for these drivers because usually, like, everyone's like, oh, lap 1, lap 2, we got to go. Well, you got 40 laps. And tire wear is a thing in these pro late models. As the 45 of Tony Weed, I saw the 23 of Dylan Smith get together in turn 1 and 2. Waiting to see what the racetrack's going to do as well, as we did a very interesting track prep on it. You got the 1 and 2 slider line, which ain't going to be there for a lot of these guys. A lot of them trying to figure that out already as the dust continues to fly here at the Volusia Speedway. Nate Wemhoff is your leader at this time, 5 out of 40. So far, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want to join along in the show, I'm very interactive. If you guys want to let me know of your favorite driver, in-car, or anything like that as well, I'll be more than welcome to give you a little bit of one-on-one as everybody rolls through the middle of turn 1. See, that slider line's not there. Leighton Sanchez figured that one out as well, getting way loose off of turn number 2 as we continue on here for these pro labels here tonight. As the 171 of Chris Swanson. Meanwhile, it's going to be the 69 of Jason Stevens getting really racy with Swanson. As there's that slider line. See, they always lose it off of turn number 2, and Chris Swanson with a good run down to the backstretch. As racing continues here, you got the second for the third slot. Dayton Norris in the 115 and second. Leighton Sanchez at number 21. He'll roll to the inside. Maybe a slide job, slide job, slide job. You can't throw that slider in 1 and 2. Guys are not going to be ready for it. And Dane Norris ran right into Leighton Sanchez. Pretty good race here so far. And by the way, hey, thank you there, Skylar Key. I appreciate you, boss man. Tiki Taki still wants to be a little bit of, hey, Corbin Weed, thank you for the like. We have our first yellow flag on the speedway. Oh, Brandon Mazzell is going to wash up, and Carson Leonard's going to get together in turn 1 and 2. So our first yellow flag pretty much going to call it a racing incident between them two, and we will continue on. Give you guys a fair warning on that slider in turn 1 and 2. I've seen a lot of guys try to throw it. You are going to spin them tires off of 2. Just so you know, I've seen so many people try to do that. That's what our first yellow is for. Both cars got together, tried to keep it green, but the yellow flag dropped beforehand. So we're under yellow flag condition for the first time for a racing situation. Oh man, that slider line in the middle of turn 1 and 2 is not there. You are not going to be able to throw that. You're going to get ran into every single time. We've seen that happen. It is so crazy. As these pro late models, man, they are all slipping and sliding right off of turn number 2, which is something you don't normally see in these pro late models. Somebody argued with me the other day and said that, why are we not just running supers? I said, well, that's because that's what they voted for. So, it looks like we may have Evan Post and Drew McVeigh as we're going to get ready to go. Looks like they're going to leave. Yep. Double file 1 to green, guys. Nate, anywhere in the middle of 3 to the end of 4, you may fire. Please do not choke them up. Just take off somewhere in there for me, please. Thank you. Gentlemen, let's get them nice and pretty. Double file 1 to green. Get them this time by. Alrighty, well, as we got about 13,100 likes to the channel, you guys are an awesome audience here tonight. We thank you all across the 4 platforms for the latest follows. Clapper, thank you for the latest follow as well. But hey, you know what? We're going to get ready to rumble here tonight. As a 48 of Nate Wemhoff is going to fire, and we are underway here for the Pro Late Models with 10 out of 40. We'll see, and look, there's another big old slider as the number 21 of Leighton Sanchez got fed a right rear. Right rear Turner Knuckles. 11 out of 40 here for the Pro Late Models as Sanchez going to catch a little bit of right rear quarter panel, and there she blows. We're stacking them up in turn 1 and 2 as Carson Leonard and the number 23 of Dylan Smith got together as these late models are slicing and dicing all through the middle of turn 3 and 4. This work is really scary as they are all over the speedway trying to find somewhere where to go. As the 45 of Tony Weed, don't stick your nose there. That's the 69 of Jason Stevens as people are trying to find anywhere to go here at Volusia. What a freaking race we got going on. They have no idea where to go as it looks like it might finally start to settle down here in the back of the field. Tony Whedon, number 45 and company, and my goodness, this is some awesome looking race. And gentlemen, what do you guys think in the channels? 14 out of 40 here tonight as we continue on here for this afternoon's action, as it's still Nate Wemhoff and that number 48 machine, your leader, but Turner Knuckles going to try to reel him in. The 115 of Dane Norris got a whole lot of Leighton Sanchez as it looks like the top in turn 1 and 2 might be starting to finally come in for these drivers, as they're still running that middle bottom line in the middle of 3 and 4 as they get them 3 to go. Somebody's running for the number 17. Who is the number 17? Help me out here. Is the number 21 of Dane Norris? 115 of Norris. Look at the slider by Sanchez. As yes, this is PC only. Random Jordan. As you got a good battle in middle of 3 and 4, and you will have some pretty good racing here so far. As we continue on racing here tonight as the number 20 of Kyler Hayes. It's called iRacing there, Ramsey Jordan. Thank you for coming out. And it's not a cheap game, I'll tell you that. As we got a good battle, you can play on a controller, but I don't recommend it. As the number 48 of Nate Wemhoff, he'll go to the top shelf in the middle of 3 and 4. You got the 42 machine Turner Knuckles. As we get about 22 more to go here this afternoon, you may get a battle for the race lead here for the Pro Late Models at the Volusia Speedway. As Nate Wemhoff maybe rolls through the middle of 3 and 4, Turner Knuckles on the bottom side of the speedway. We're getting close to halfway to go here for the Pro Late Models at Volusia. As Nate Wemhoff of the 48 with the 42 of Turner Knuckles. That's going to be the battle for the lead. You got the number 21 of Leighton Sanchez with 11-15 of Dane Norris. Chris Swanson in the Nitro Graphics 171. You'll have the number 23. That's going to be Dylan L. Smith. You got the number 15 of Carson Leonard with the number 45 of Tony Weed. After that, it's going to be Kyler Hayes and the number 20 with the 21 machine. That's going to be old Mr. Nick Miller, going to be down to the backstretch. As you have the 20 of Hayes in the bottom side of the speedway, currently running in the 10th spot. You've got the 18 of Braden Blair and the 11 of the 53 of Brendan Bazell, currently running in the 12th spot. Meanwhile, it's going to go to the 18 of Zach Saggs. He'll be in that Twisted Speed number 18. That'll be for the 13th spot. Battling here between Jude McVeigh and the number 69. That's going to be Jason Stevens. They're throwing a couple sliders in the back of the field as well. As the battle for the race lead is going to get really good. Just past halfway to go. Nate Wemhoff in the 48 is your leader. So far, it's not a bad race here. Racetrack now finally moved to the top a little bit in turn 1 and 2. Opened this up as Jason Stevens going to park his race car. He's going to call tonight in that number 69 machine. 16 to go, and the battle for the lead is getting oh so close as the 48 and 8 Wemhoff is still that race leader as he's going to be able to roll right through the middle of 3 and 4. How about the 42? That's going to be Turner Knuckles, and don't worry, my scoring in time is going to clear out here soon as Nate Wemhoff of the 48 is going to be Turner Knuckles at number 42. You're 1-2 so far. It goes to Sanchez at number 21. You got a battle for the 4th and 5th spot. That'll be Dane Norris in the 115. Meanwhile, it's going to be Turner Knuckles in the 171. You got the number 23. That's going to be Dylan L. Smith now starting to, after he made a few adjustments. I know he was struggling in heat race action, but here comes that number 23 machine. That's going to be Dylan Smith. We'll see if he can get a run down to the back stretch, as this is going to be the best battle on the speedway so far on the racetrack. Dane Norris in the 4th spot. The 171 from Nitro Graphics is Chris Swanson, and the late side performance number 23 is Dylan L. Smith. Smith's going to try to send one, gets on the brake binders, and man, just a little impatient in 1 and 2, but what a save. Check out the back of the field here with Nick Miller in the 7th spot with the 15 of Carson Leonard. You've got Kyler Hayes in number 20 as this racetrack starting to go to the top shelf in turns 1 and 2. Kyler Hayes through the middle, down to the corner, down to the backstretch. He'll get alongside the 15 of Leonard. Slide job in the middle of 3 and 4 as Nick Miller's going to bang the wall. And number 21 machine, we got 11 to go here at Volusia. 11 more to go here for these pro late models here this afternoon, as it's going to be still Nate Wemhoff going to be your leader. Turner Knuckles has not found anything for the number 48 machine. They're running exact identical lap times as Nate Wemhoff of the 48 still rolling through the middle of 3 and 4 with the 42 of Turner Knuckles. Meanwhile, it's going to be that number 21 of Leighton Sanchez as the 115 of Dane Norris. Chris Swanson on the 171 to the inside as they battle. We got 10 to go. Swanson going to push a little tight. Dane Norris with a good cut down in the 115 as they'll go drag racing down to the backstretch. Dane Norris got a good bite off the bottom of turn number 2. I wonder if Chris Swan's going to try that. He's going to go back to the inside as the 115 of Dane Norris as he's got to the outside. Oh, Swanson not going to be able to clear that slider. They're going to go down to the backstretch. About 8 more to go this time around. Dane Norris still holding on to that 4th spot as Swanson in the 171 will back off and he will fall back to that 5th spot. About 7 more to go. So Leighton Sanchez in the number 21 slow rolling the bottom, and that battle for the lead has now got even further as the 18, that's going to be old Mr. Braden Blair, about to be a lap down in that number 18 machine as Nate Wemhoff's going to have to deal with some lap down traffic here at the Volusia Speedway. You got 5 to go, and Wemhoff makes it easy for the 18. That is, let me look here real quick. That's going to be Braden Blair as he will be a lap down. About 5 more to go. You got the 42 of Turner Knuckles right there as we got 4 to go this time around. I think Nate Wemhoff, it's going to be his race to lose as he's got a couple more lap down cars yet here to go. After that, it's going to be down to the backstretch here. It's going to be the number 2 of Drew McVeigh and the 18 of Zach Staggs. They're just now exiting 3 and 4, and it's going to be Nate Wemhoff right there. Oh, look out for the 18 of Blair, car high. Really, Blair? Brandon Blair got racy with Turner Knuckles and parked them up on the outside of the speedway. Literally. Driving on the bottom shelf, the 18 car. Here comes the number 42 of Turner Knuckles. And Blair losing it in the slick. And I mean, absolutely just lost it. Kept losing it. Turner Knuckles going to get put up into the fence line by Braden Blair. Unbelievable. Lap down car literally just took out Turner Knuckles. Literally just over throttled it and took out the lap down car. Incredible. 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 The lap down car who lost it in the slick fences the second place car into the fence line. That's pretty. Anyway, gentlemen, that's our second yellow flag as the Braden Blair machine lost into the slick, floated up, and literally took out our second place car. Double file going to be 1 to green this time by. Double file going to be 1 to green. Going to be this time by. Oh, boy. So, Braden Blair's night is over with, as I can't believe he did that. I can't believe that, as we're going to get ready to go here as Nate Wemhoff was going to sail off into victory here until Braden Blair pulled that. And, yeah, that's crazy. As we're going to continue to ready to go here this afternoon as Nate Wemhoff at the 48 going to be your race leader. The 21 to Leighton Sanchez. We should have a green-white checkered finish going to be coming up here soon. And we will see what happens here. Turner Knuckles in the 42 did make it back out onto the speedway, so that's good news. I hate this because this caution flag comes out in a very, very, very bad time, especially with all these tires being worn in and things like that. As we're going to try this, we're going to see what's going to happen. I'm scared. Nate Wemhoff's going to take off in the middle of 3 and 4. We are underway. Oh, they're all stacked up. They make it through turn 1 and 2. Here comes Leighton Sanchez in the number 21 machine. White flag in the air, going to be this time by. White flag going to be in the air for these pro late models. Now Chris Swanson will move into the third spot, as it's going to be the 20 of Kyler Hayes, but checkered flag will wave as Nate Wemhoff will be your winner. The 21 of Sanchez and Chris Swanson will be the top three.